USRA Hobby Stocks taken to the race surface. Last chance for the USRA Hobby Stock A feature here tonight. USRA Hobby Stocks presented by Seabisma Graphics of Sanborn. Top four getting through to tonight's A feature. Dustin Schultz, Katie Crock up front on row one as we go green. USRA Hobby B feature. Katie Crock on the top side, off to the early race lead. Dustin Schultz running into that second spot. Landon Crone and Devin Van Veldhuizen, your top four. Here comes Caden Wessels. Caden Wessels in the 69, moving to the inside of Van Veldhuizen, and Wessels will slide up into that fourth position. Caden Wessels moving up to fourth. Devin Van Veldhuizen with a flat right rear and a tough break for the 38S of Van Veldhuizen as he'll go to the back of the pack. USRA Hobby Stock B feature on the track here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Katie Crock, your race leader. Katie Crock with the lead. Dustin Schultz holding on to that second spot. Caden Wessels coming through the middle between Schultz and Crone. Chad Koiker looking to go along for the ride, as well as Brian Clausen. You could throw a blanket over him from second on back. Katie Crock, your race leader. Here comes Chad Koiker. Koiker looking underneath Wessels for position. Last chance for the Hobby Stocks here tonight. USRA Hobby Stock B feature on the race surface. Top four will make it through to tonight's A. Katie Crock out in front. Cade Wessels running in that second spot. Chad Koiker in third. Brian Clausen putting up a challenge on Landon Crone for the fourth and final spot into the A. Crock continues to lead. Wessels gaining. Caden Wessels gaining on Katie Crock for the race lead, and Wessels will slide up for the lead. The old 6'9"er, Caden Wessels up to the front. Katie Crock running in that second spot. Chad Koiker in third. Brian Clausen in that fourth and final transfer spot. Now Landon Crone on the outside looking in. USRA Hobby Stock B feature tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Hobby Stocks presented by Seabisma Graphics of Sanborn, Iowa. Wessels and Crock running 1 and 2. Clausen and Koiker sorting it out for third and fourth respectively. Landon Crone waiting in the wings. 2 to go. And Caden Wessels, your race leader. Caden Wessels with the race lead. Brian Clausen moving into that second spot. Saw Brian Clausen go over in week number 1. He has moved up into that second position. Katie Crock back to third. Chad Koiker, your top four. Clausen challenging for the lead, and he's there. At the white flag, Wessels and Clausen running 1 and 2. Katie Crock, Chad Koiker, your top four. Crone, Schultz, Larson, and Sproke on the outside looking in. Brian Clausen, he wants to win. He doesn't want to just get through. We're coming to the checkers this time by, who's it going to be? The 14K of Brian Clausen, your B feature winner.
Brian Clausen edging him at the line for that B feature win. Caden Wessels in second, Katie Crock in third, and Chad Koiker grabs that fourth spot and will transfer on to tonight's A feature. Drivers are instructed not to pull out of line until they see the green flag in the air. Randy Van Veldhuizen and Scott Kennedy bring him around. They will lead him to the line.
Top four getting through tonight from the USRA B Modified B feature. Just about set to dance. Head flag man Cody Johnson waves the green. We're turning them loose tonight on the Rapid Speedway. Randy Van Veldhuizen with the early race lead. A little slip up in turn 2. Tucker Powell going around in turns 1 and 2. And we'll see if we gather things up here. Alex Wiertzman, Tucker Powell both back around and going. It looks like we'll stay under green for the time being, but now another one around in the top turn 3. And the caution will come out this time as Trevor Crock around in the top of turn 3.
Well, in all reality, Jay, it might be a little chilly out there on the raceway, but here in the covered grandstands of Rapid Speedway, pretty nice up here, blocked from the wind, and feels pretty comfortable.
Yeah, when you get 15 of us stacked in this little box, it's surprising what the body heat can do, isn't it?
Skinny guys, too.
Yeah, right. Scott Kennedy, your race leader, as we go back to green. USRA B-Mod B feature. Derek Van Veldhuizen working on the bottom side of the track. Kennedy going off the track, trying to get around Van Veldhuizen. Kennedy will dip back to third spot. Tracy Johnson moving up into that second position. Damian Vandenberg, your fourth and final transfer position so far. Tucker Powell back around at the back of the field once again. As Derek Van Veldhuizen off the track once again at the top side of turns 1 and 2. Van Veldhuizen will dip to the back. Tracy Johnson, your race leader. Scott Kennedy in second. Damian Vandenberg and the 15 machine of Kurt Allers. Your top 4 presently. Everybody else working to get into that top 4. Alex Weirdsma off the track at the top side of turns 1 and 2. USRA B Modified B feature on the track here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Top 4 get through to the show tonight. Stock Car B feature coming your way next. Tracy Johnson, your race leader. Tracy Johnson, Scott Kennedy, Damian Vandenberg, and here comes Kurt Allers. Kurt Allers moving up into that third spot, sending Vandenberg back into fourth position. Allers and Vandenberg will battle for that third and fourth position on the track. Caleb Motter in fifth on the outside looking in. USRA B Modifieds and your B feature tonight. The B Mods presented by J&L Storage and Service. Here at the Rapid Speedway, night 2 of the season. Tucker Powell fighting an ill-handling car all night. Into the clutches of Tracy Johnson, your race leader. Johnson in the gold 19 machine, Powell in the blue and green 45. Tracy Johnson, your race leader. Working on putting Tucker Powell a lap down here in the B feature. Johnson has a pretty sizable lead, but you don't want to get caught up. White flag is out. Johnson, Kennedy, Allers, and Vandenberg. Your top 4 on the field. USRA B Modified B feature, your B feature winner, the 19 of Tracy Johnson.
Well, Tracy Johnson will grab that B feature win. Scott Kennedy, Kurt Allers, and Damian Vandenberg will all go along with him to the back of the A feature.
USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body of Rock Rapids Top 5 getting through to tonight's A feature. Rich Gregoire, Dustin Larson up front on row number 1. Dustin Larson will start at the back of the pack as we go green. USRA Stock Car B feature here tonight at the Rapid Speedway. Rich Gregoire off to the early race lead. Al Lang moving into that second spot. Mark Henry running in third. Mark Sano. And it looks like Brad to Grotenhuis will move into the top 5. Dustin Larson working on to Grotenhuis for that 5th and final transfer spot into the A. And Larson is there for 5th position. Rich Gregoire, your race leader. Al Lang in second spot. Mark Henry running in third. Mark Sano and Dustin Larson, your top 5. Larson working on Sano for 4th position, and Larson is there. Sano will shuffle back to 5th. Now Larson sets his sights on Henry for 3rd. Rich Gregoire leading the USRA Stock Car B feature. Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body of Rock Rapids. Rich Gregoire, Al Lang, Dustin Larson, Mark Henry, and Mark Sano, your top 5 here in the USRA Stock Car B feature. Top 5 will get through to the show tonight as Larson moves into that second spot. Dustin Larson moving on the race surface here in tonight's B feature. Gregoire, your race leader. Larson up to second. Al Lang, Mark Henry, and Mark Sano, your top 5 on the field. USRA Stock Car B feature, Dustin Larson looking for the race lead. Rich Gregoire with the lead momentarily. Dustin Larson going to take it away in the black 5L. Larson from the back to the front. Dustin Larson up front for tonight's B feature. Rich Gregoire running in second. Al Lang, Mark Henry, and Mark Sano, your top 5. Larson, Gregoire, Lang, Henry, and Sano, your top 5 on the field. To Grotenhuis and Grotenhuis and Anderson on the outside looking in presently. Tonight's USRA Stock Cars presented by Precision Auto Body of Rock Rapids. A B feature on the track. Top 5 will make it through to the A feature here tonight. Dustin Larson, your race leader, as we come to the white flag. Larson, Gregoire, Lang, Henry, and Sano, your top 5. To Grotenhuis and Anderson at the back of the pack on the outside, looking in here on the final lap of tonight's USRA Stock Car B feature. Checkered fly this time by for the Stock Car B feature from the back to the front. The 5L of Dustin Larson.
Dustin Larson grabbing the B feature win. Rich Gregoire second. Mark Henry in third. Al Lang in fourth. And Mark Sano will grab that 5th and final spot into tonight's A feature.